This is Greg Penglis for Action Radio with Founding Moments, insights into our founding documents, sponsored by Santa Rosa Volunteers here in Santa Rosa County, Florida. Santa Rosa Volunteers is available at their website, SRV1776.com. That's SRV1776.com. Federalist Paper number 4 by John Jay. We return again to the farcical Federalist Papers of John Jay. He was always arguing for a strong national government so we could repel invasions. Well, that could be done with a strong military. There was no need for a strong national government to rule over the people in order to allegedly keep us safe from foreign invasion, unless, as I suspect, it was the bogus threat of foreign invasion that was used by John Jay to try and get a strong national government to rule over we the people. That goes directly against the meaning and spirit of a constitution, which is a strict limit on any government through a series of very specific, defined, and delegated powers. That is where we the people are in charge, and delegate power to local government, who delegates to state governments, who then limit the powers of a federal government, where the powers of the states and the federal government are separate so that there is no overlap, no conflict, and no confusion. That is, unless and until the federal government wants to become a national government and reverse government from we the people, consenting specifically to certain delegated powers, then abandoning the Constitution and then ruling over we the people. Only someone who saw themselves as one of the rulers of the national government would take such an absurd, conflicting, contrary, and so obviously opposite view of government to everything fought for against Britain in their quest to convince we the people to be as subjugated by the new U.S. national government as they were under the King of England as colonists. John Jay got his wish as he became the first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. And as he desired, our federal government went on to the top-down controlling national government he always wanted. He starts Federalist number 4 with a summary of Federalist number 3, saying, "My last paper assigned several reasons why the safety of the people would be best secured by union against the danger it may be exposed to by just causes of war given to other nations. And those reasons show that such causes would not only be more rarely given, but would also be more easily accommodated by a national government than either by the state governments or their proposed little confederacies." In other words, we the people, if not controlled by a national government of John Jay and his fellow elitists, might give other nations a reason to attack the United States. And that only is national government, and that only his national government could protect us. Rather, it appears the national government is really designed to protect itself from we the people instead. In the second paragraph, he goes from an imaginary threat to imaginary causes of war when he says, "But the safety of the people of America against dangers from foreign force depends not only on their forbearing to give just causes of war to other nations, but also on their placing and continuing themselves in such a situation as to not invite hostility or insult. For it need not be observed that there are pretended as well as just causes of war. So our greatest defense against a pretense of war and being attacked is to turn into a nation of cowards, refusing to give even so flimsy an excuse as to inspire a pretended cause of war to any potential enemy. Such a population could only be protected from their own inducements for war by other countries by pretended causes by a strong national government that will prevent we the people from giving such offense, real or imagined, to any other nation. And that is why John Jay is an idiot. His arguments are contradictory, transparent, illogical, disconnected, and irrelevant to the cause of the Constitution, but all for the national government he is trying so desperately to sell, and he does it so badly. I can't wait to review Anti-Federalist number 4. John Jay then weaves us through the dangers of offending the British fishing industry. He speaks of how trade is a zero-sum game, where if we trade more, other nations trade less in exact proportion, and might be offended by our cheaper cost and better quality goods and products. And, in a preview of coming attractions today, doesn't want to offend China by not buying their products and selling them our products instead. Can you think of anything that would offend good patriots more than being required to, quote, not offend China, England, India, fishmongers, and others in order not to be attacked in a pretense war? I'm thinking John Jay is the originator of political correctness and cancel culture. John Jay reveals both his cowardice and bureaucratic master plan for control of we the people in the final paragraph of Federalist No. 4, where he says, "But whatever may be our situation, whether firmly united under one national government or split into a number of confederacies, certain it is that foreign nations will know and view it exactly as it is, and they will act toward us accordingly. If they see that our national government is efficient and well administered, our trade prudently regulated, our militia properly organized and disciplined, our resources and finances discreetly managed, our credit reestablished, our people free, contented, and united, they will be much more disposed to cultivate our friendship than provoke our resentment. If, on the other hand, they find us either destitute of an effectual government, each state doing right or wrong as to its rulers may seem convenient, or split into 3 or 4 independent and probably discordant republics or confederacies, one inclining to Britain, another to France, and a third to Spain, and perhaps played off against each other by the 3, what a poor, pitiful figure America will make in their eyes. How liable would she become not only to their contempt, but to their outrage, and how soon would dear-bought experience proclaim that when a people or family so divide, it never fails to be against themselves." And not once did this future Chief Justice of the Supreme Court mention individual rights, limited government, life, liberty, or the pursuit of happiness. Not once did John Jay speak of the ever-increasing the wealth of this nation from combining labor, raw materials, natural resources, and capital to create economic growth independent of any other nation's economy, and not some imaginary zero-sum limitation. And all that is why John Jay was never suited to serving in our government anyway, not even to write about it for we the people. The source for the Federalist Papers is federalistpapers.org. The Anti-Federalist Papers are from selfeducatedamerican.com. This is Greg Penglis for Action Radio with Founding Moments, sponsored by Santa Rosa Volunteers. Their website is SRV1776.com. That's SRV1776.com. Please share this report to anyone who needs it.